We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Green, triple C. Ready. Black 22.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he went.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now it's Rosen looking. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
550. 5-0.
To throw is Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Sonic. 3 down. Ready. White 25. Swing that.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And Winston lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play fake. Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Look at this spin.
Balance.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flushed out right. And Nelson's got it here right side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. He's at the 50. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Sonic! Hey, sub. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Rosen. Caught by Nelson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Now Rosen on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Rosen. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the Bucs with an extra defense.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Peters with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready? Black 25. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Green, triple C. Blaze hot.
2nd down, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick at 2015, finding the number 7 pick at 2014 in Evans. And
what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, base, hey. 5-0, okay? Blaze hot.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
3rd and goal, Winston. His pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In for the score. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Point after now from Catanzaro. extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see. Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky!
From the gun, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Mayfield off the play fake. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield now on second down, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On first and 10, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it is stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Great. That's rock now.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Right back to him on first down. Room to run inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Crosby puts it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Express!
To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey!
Now a handoff looking right. Powers through it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down, Mayfield. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. Now McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Second down, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A final shot before break. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Steelers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right back to him on first down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey. Do something.
3rd and 2, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's rock now. 3 down.
Play action. It's Newton. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Following the interception, Mayfield forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Watch it now, Barney.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the first down with a few yards to spare.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He makes, oh no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's rock now. Look at it.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. That's some strong running. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they try the right side here, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside
You